Hi guys, Rod just checking in on February 25th. Hope and pray again that you've had a great weekend with your people, worshiping and serving Christ and building one another up to be sent out all this week long to be his ministers and missionaries. Quickly, just three things I want to say about developing things going on in our association, then a couple of dates coming up. One, yesterday we had 5 candidates of men from our churches going through an ordination council, the council being more than 10 of our ordained men, investing into these men, um, careful questions, and all that to say it was a very lengthy process. I stacked the deck too full, having 5, but it was a great experience. Some tough questions, but affirmation given with some specific, particular recommendations to each man. And so this is so encouraging to all of us that God is calling out men in our churches into the ministry. And we have a great stewardship, opportunity, and responsibility to these that God is calling out for his service. And we want to keep learning that together. How can we steward and build a more effectual farm system that again calls out, that does some good internship experiences for these ones responding to God's call, mentor coaching, investing into them during their internships, and then when they are called out into our churches or when they go out in the future starting new churches. And then formal studies through our seminary extension, EBI classes, or other studies that we can arrange for them. And then finally, the sending work of giving them that backing and that ongoing encouragement and support. Then nextly, a new step, I think, in the life of our association to say, we are taking on a revitalization of our churches with a serious focus. Yesterday, Berkeley Avenue Baptist Church did vote for the association to come alongside them to give leadership and support and to send in SWAT workers. SWAT is our acronym for short-term workers as team, certain ones that will come out of sister churches in the association to help and work for 6 to 12 months with the aim of raising up someone else to replace them within the congregation so that they can go back to their home church, but through that process, multiplying leaders and building the church up. Please pray for this. It's a new territory, but we're excited, but also very understanding it's a great responsibility and something we're wanting to learn to replicate this in other instances as needs pose themselves in our association. And then lastly, the fact that going forward, we are in earnest about focusing on just 3 things, that being revitalization of our churches, church health, and that'll involve our measuring work and ongoing encouragement to our pastors as we're able to facilitate that. And then lastly, our farm system, those 5 components again, calling out the call, mentor coaching, internships, formal studies, and then the sending out experience and work. So those are things that we're going to be especially discussing in our mid-annual meeting at Waterford at the end of April, April 28th, and then something that we've posed to our association in last fall's annual meeting that's going to be voted on this fall in October. So April 28th is one of those dates coming up at the end of April. Please plan to come to Waterford, a wonderful meal they cook and prepare for us, and a great time of fellowship and renewing acquaintances and friendships, and then going into our worship and service program at 6 o'clock that evening at First Southern Baptist Waterford. And on March 30th, next month, we have a great opportunity at First Southern Baptist Ceres Church for missions for our children and developing, strengthening, or launching new mission programs for training our children that they are missionaries for Christ, something us older ones used to experience growing up in Southern Baptist life as RAs and GAs. And this is an opportunity for us to revisit those principles and giving training to those interested in our churches that can come that morning to receive that inspiration and encouragement how to do it and our respective churches of the association. Thanks, guys, for all you're doing in Christ's name. God bless you. Have a great week ahead. Bye.